Hey, what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? Oh, how am I doing? I'm still locked away. We're locked away from society. I'm in quarantine. Everybody's locked away from society. It's just a part of life at this point. But yeah, I'm still here. Think I may be starting to lose my mind a little. I did get in a fight with my couch yesterday. It started talking to me about a week ago. Called me a little biatch. I punched him right in his fabric face. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that we are all here, and there's times like this where you gotta just find the positives in life. You know, Scanamini? Like, for instance, I like the ability to be at home with my wife and kids and, you know, sleep in every day. That's kind of cool. Stay up late watching movies any and every night. That's definitely nice. And the ability to look at a bill and say, you will wait now. Ha! Just throw it away. You're gonna wait like everyone else. Like, I like that ability. I personally find that very, very fun to do. Anyway, speaking of financial responsibilities, your loving governing body has sent a letter out to all congregations reminding them of their financial duties to the organization. Now, they understand, of course, that there's a deadly virus going around, and they are willing to take a little bit less. Oh, this organization is a piece of crap if I tell you something. But you know what? Let's be honest, okay? This organization has went above and beyond to make sure you didn't go to school. Hey, you don't have time for college. Are you kidding me? The world's about to end. How does that look going to college as the fire is raining down from the heavens? I'm 37, bro. I think I had a little bit of time for college. And the fact that you told me I didn't because the world was going to end and it didn't end, that's a false prophecy. Or am I wrong? I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not, but I could be. You know, it's going to be like, they know exactly what they've done and what they've said. And now they're still trying to tell you, ha ha, look at it. We got the coronavirus, and you know what? This definitely is the end of the world. Ha! We tried to warn you. We tried to told you. We told you didn't have time for college. You sure about that, bro? Don't look like I would have still been in college by now. I think I would have made it out. I don't know. I am kind of dumb. I might have, you know, eventually made it out. But anyway, the point is this. They're asking for money from people with very little money in the first place. That's a special type of evil right there, you know? To have a certain select group of people who you don't have out there getting this great and illustrious education because you don't want them to be too far away from the organization, because the further people get away from the organization, even if it's just to go out to get an education or to go out to make sure that they're working their hardest at their job to make the most money, that opens up the door for people to actually start to think and actually start to question the stuff they're being told. Hey, why are you at this job making all this money when you could be at the Kingdom Hall learning the same stuff you've learned 1,000 times over? Why work overnight? Because you got to understand, you're not going to the meeting to learn anything. You're going to the meeting to have your time wasted. That's what the purpose of the meeting is for. As long as you're not out there just freely using all this time to think, and you're at the meeting being told what to think and being told what you should feel and how you should approach situations, that works for them. That's all in their favor, you know? That's exactly what they want you to do. And at the same time, you have to ask yourself why they're keeping the very little money you have going to them, and why they're also, you know, putting all this energy and effort into keeping you in the organization, keeping you busy spiritually, keeping you busy mentally. Are they profiting at all? Is there any money going inside of their bank account during this entire process? Are you making them any money? When you give them donations, isn't that profit? When you get donations from people outside the organization, isn't that profit for them? And when you got 8 million people inside your organization, even if you don't get any money from the outside, let's say each person gave $2 a year. That's $16 million. And I am lowballing. I know people who give a portion of their paycheck every single time they get paid to the organization. So when I say they getting a lot of money and profiting a lot off this religion, it's not a small feat at all. Like it's not. I'm not talking about peanuts here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the entire elephant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been funny to be reading about the story of Jesus when people was inside selling stuff in his daddy's house, and he went up in there. Oh, how dare you sell these cheap knockoff bootleg DVDs in my Father's house? Not in the temple. No, you ain't. Not in the temple. And then he flipped the tables over. Now, if I was one of them dudes selling one of them DVDs and bootleg T-shirts and what would Jesus do, like hoodies and hats and stuff, I'd be pissed off. I'd have to fight the Son of God that day. That's right. Bring it on, Jesus. What you got? Oh! Jesus has an almighty right hook. Oh, you know Jesus could fight, right? You do know that. He was perfect. He was like the Floyd Mayweather of spiritual beings. You know, it's got to mean he like... But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, he didn't like anybody profiting off of God's people. Let me say that again, because it's somebody in the back there that didn't hear me. Yeah, you, listen, I'm saying something important. Jesus didn't like people profiting off of God's people. Now, if you believe in the Bible, and you believe the Bible to be true, and it's actually God's word and all that stuff, it said that. It pointed that story out. And you should probably think about that the next time you're giving all these donations and you're being reminded of the money you need to give to the organization. How much Jesus made on his, his ministry? When he was out there healing people and bringing them back to life, was he like, all right, thank you very much. That'll be $19.95. What do you mean that's too much money? I just gave you your eyeball back. Like, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember that at all. When the guy, I forgot which apostle did it, but he cut off one of the soldiers' ears that was trying to get up on Jesus. Come on, Jesus, you're under arrest. Ouch! Why would you do that? And Jesus picked up the guy's ear, slapped it back on his face, put a little, I don't know, Gorilla Glue on it or something. I don't know, but it healed. It stuck on and healed up pretty quick. I'm thinking there was some spiritual Gorilla Glue or something like that. But either way it go, he did that for that man, and he asked for how much money after he did it? How much money did Jesus get after he healed that soldier's ear? Nothing? He actually didn't get paid at all. Actually, his payment was he was killed immediately. And he was a little tortured too, you know. But yeah. I don't remember him ever asking for money. I don't remember him ever having a dime went to him, because basically everything he needed, God provided. So to send out letters to the congregations reminding them of their financial duties, and just, we'll look out. You don't have to pay as much, but whatever you got would be appreciated. Like, how about they pay nothing? How about that? How about nothing at all? Zero, zilch. Nothing. And not even just during this coronavirus, until it's over. Let Jehovah provide, brothers. You're not showing your spiritual faith in God. You need to let Jehovah provide. Haven't he provided you with all these wins and all these cases? Hasn't he provided you with this beautiful organization? See, this is the thing. Jehovah Witnesses will let you get an education, but they tell you to get an education in something like construction or something like that. I wonder why. If it's because Jehovah is going to bless them with more buildings, and if you can use this construction for the new system, but until we get there, if you would be so kind as to voluntarily and freely give all your time and energy to this organization and building up these different buildings and things that we need, we'd appreciate that greatly. We need electricians, plumbers, carpenters, painters, plumbers. Yeah, we need 2 plumbers, okay? Because there's a lot of stinking booties up in that watchtower, and they be breaking some toilets. I tell you that right now. I done seen Brother Heard. He looked like he done broke 2 or 3 toilets just this week. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the governing body, they be dropping them big deuces. That's not the point. Anyway, the point is this. You and your money should not be separated by a religion. Your money shouldn't be going to any religion, especially one that demands so much of you financially. Now, maybe they don't come right out and ask you for all the money in your bank account, but they're making sure that your bank account is always low. That's payment to them, I feel like. Any money sacrifice in following this religion, any potential money sacrifice in following this religion is payment to them. I wouldn't give them a dime personally. Like, hey, I should have went to college. I could be sitting here making $100,000 a year. And I don't. So that potential money and earnings I could have had, that's your payment. Enjoy that. Instead of that money, you have one more freed soul that's going to go to the new system. I can't even say it with a straight face. It's paradise, right? Really? Really, bro? We're still waiting. We're still waiting. I say this, if the coronavirus leaves and nobody's, messed up and the earth goes on as business as usual, yeah, I think it's time for you to leave. Yeah, I think this should be the last straw. Can it be the last straw, please? Like, you've been in it for a while now. What you got to show for it? Anyway, it's your boy Jay the Comedian. I hope y'all having an amazing day. Y'all be safe out there. Take this time and enjoy yourself. Get some sleep. Say F you to all your bills. And I'm about to go kick that couch right in the face. It's your boy Jay the Comedian. Holla at your guala. Deuces.